Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Exposed how MPP set fire to Akosombo control room. For some time now, Ghana has been going through erratic power supply, which in the local parlance is Dumsor. Dumsor simply means off, on. So when the power comes on, in no time it goes off again. So it's called Dumsor. This term came out in the days of the NDC. My brother, my sister, when John Mahama was in power, and even a little before that, it had already started. My brother, my sister, and the opposition then, the NPP, decided to nickname it Dumsor. There was a time it even became worse. And it was no longer Dumsor, it was Dum. In other words, off, no longer off, on. My brother, my sister, they are very good when it comes to creating terms, ridiculous terms, to undermine the work of positivity. Now, when John Dramani Mahama lost the elections, as he tried to come for his second tenure, many were those who said he had performed abysmally. And I was one of those. My brother, my sister. But after some time, he told us point blank, as I am leaving office, Ghanaians will soon see the amount of work we have put in place. And yes, it wasn't long. COVID-19 slapped our cringing brows. Many people were running to hospitals. And these hospitals, a lot of them were actually brought into being by John Dramani Mahama, including that one sitting in Kaswa that recently went into some kind of controversy. And I'm talking about the Mother and Child Hospital, aka the Mahama Hospital. We also remember the UGM Hospital. Oh yes, University of Ghana Medical Center, UGMC. My brother, my sister, and many more. I think it was during the COVID that many people started to enjoy Mahama and also to give him his flowers. And they were ready for a change. When Baumia tried to come in with that nasty slogan called Breaking the Eight, we directed him to the gates of hell where he needed to go. My brother, my sister, and John Dramani Mahama was brought back. As Mahama came back, the first announcement, after they had failed in telling Ghanaians that incompetence was coming back, Dumsor was returning, and that free education was also going to be stopped, and much more propaganda, including the dead goat syndrome propaganda. Mahama was able to rise above the storm. He glided far above the storms, and when he landed, oh my God, it was time for action, but they still needed to talk. What did they say? Dumsor is returning within 48 hours. They prophesied, even though they were not prophets. Oh my God. The moment we heard Dumsor was coming back in 48 hours, we all started to fret and sweat. They knew what they had done. They knew what they had put in place. They were supposed to be paying for the gas, for the oil that was used to produce electricity in this country. And I still wonder, we have the Akosombo Dam. And when you go to the western region, we also have huge outfits that help to provide electricity. So with these two outfits, how come we still need to go out there and get oil to run what machinery? It's still a wonder. My brother, my sister, when we were warned that Mahama was coming on, we knew that there would be trouble. Because a few months before election, Ghana was thrown into darkness, plunged into heavy darkness, my brother, my sister, by the NPP government. And even Gabi Asari Ochridako came out very, very angry. What did he say? How come you were able to keep the lies all these years, and a few days to election, you are unable to do this? Do we all remember that? But they knew what they were doing. When they lost the elections, oh my God, they depleted the coffers of the nation, and they gave Mahama a legacy of an empty coffer. Mahama looked at it, and he knew that he was going to be soon besieged with Dumsor. So what did he do? He put his young boys into action. Jinapo and the rest of them, John Jinapo, they started to work very hard. And we didn't see that Dumsor. The NPP was shocked how Dumsor did not hit as they had prophesied. Prophets of doom, Satan's company. My brother, my sister. Then now, when everywhere, everybody is praising Mahama, the economy has gone aloft. Oh, businesses are beginning to prosper. That for the first time, a president of Africa can look Trump in the eye and say, you know what? Keep your little peanuts for your picnic. We don't need it. Keep that. Remember when Trump came in here and decided that he would wag that little carrot in front of us rabbits so we could get trapped right in the holes that he had dug in front of us. Mahama said, for healthcare, we don't need this. In fact, the privacy of our people is paramount. Keep that. Zimbabwe followed suit, and now Zambia has also joined Mahama to call the bluff of greedy, arrogant Trump. My brother, my sister, then boom, Dumsor seemed to be returning. And many people wondered. Stories came out that some pythons were responsible. Many read spiritual meanings into that. Hey, and Mahama was hot. But the story was that there was a fire right there at the master control room of Akosombo. Gritco, my brother, my sister, complained. And so many transformers were destroyed. When this story came out, the NPP was first to come out and say it was a cooked up story and that it was a big fat lie. Balderdash. My brother, my sister, then the video started coming out. The photos came out. And that silenced them for some time. But for about 2 weeks, erratic power supply. But the engineers rose to the occasion. The president was at Akosombo. He spoke to the people nicely. Oh, they were able to restore power to the people of Ghana. And even now, as we stand, John Dramani Mahama is looking at how we can refurbish this beautiful legacy called Akosombo. In 1964, Kwame Nkrumah gave it to us. Oh my God. And then 2 years later, he was kicked out of power. It was the biggest project ever in the history of Ghana, at least at the time, and the whole of Africa. In fact, it made history. It had the biggest man-made dam in the whole world, so we needed to protect it. Mahama says, I understand this, and I will make sure that I protect this big legacy of Kwame Nkrumah. Now the fire. How did the fire start? Now, we all remember Dr. Mary Ewusi, the Pentecost chairman lady. Do we remember her? This is the pretty woman I'm talking about. This is the woman. She is the boss of the free zones. She was the one who warned the Pentecost chairman, yes, the chairman of the Pentecost Church of Ghana, to stay away from politics and stop making utterances that have political undertones. When the chairman said that Galamsey had to be tackled more strategically and seriously, and that the church will come together with the state and work out a way to deal with Galamsey. She wasn't happy about this, and she felt it was political talk. But even members of a party called her to order and told her, you know what? You've gone into a zone that is marked red. Please, don't draw the party into confusion. She came with an apology of an apology, but she's a key member of the party. In fact, she is actually a pivotal figure in the 24-hour economy. Just as this controversy was dying out, she came back again. And on the same radio station, Accra FM, my brother, my sister, and she was interviewed by my very good brethren, Nana Otu. And she seemed to diagnose the fire. who set the place on fire. She fingered the NPP. Does she have any evidence? She claims she has. Watch this.
Akosombo MPP for Akosombo. What I say, just to make a case, he said, "What do my dear? Otoma mention what drink quite dear. One who said, time my MPP lose power in December. As someone now encophobia, met me about boncophony. There are several videos to confirm their making. Oh, when this year by the 2 weeks prep. Dumsor beba abronye kan bi want to me kan bi abo apapon me aminu abema ofiagogo wutu bempa wo kan bi as if say na o ma calculating your ma wo mo be ya ebema NDC ho akire ye na Dumsor aba what you say into obi babu say be ka say na wo ka say MPP for ekose no what evidence ne say one will say court so what catch obi say twen na obi hu na de achi ne nipa na wa yecho
enough evidence
enough evidence.
That's right.
What you say into MPP for on several occasions e catch say say NDC abedum so beba enchekra e bi no ma timelines say 2 weeks what you say so na bibia kire say one more year calculated planned plotted and well executed a year one more the better target NDC Dumsor upon all the interventions the measures any nyoma his excellency edigu abemu before leaving power 2016 and at that time na Ghana was excess power aban for ya MPP for ya so arrest nko for ya e can say adena wetin ama Ghana create generate excess power one thing one some say no mo blame no kwa say we create unnecessary power Ghana for excess power ne doso e den ene Ghana ba bedru has
and honorable to confirm what you are saying and we honorable way me and I'm saying this on authority. There is one of the managers at what sentiment I know can say you are setting aside that on your juma because now on my load shedding obian sumano. Oh, Kumasin and I am speaking on authority.
Me and some way because now me can say Mugabe show because I'm saying now can say evidence and say me evidence and say Ghana mremu no obi catch obi say China wo be hu ena nwumre na ade echi na nipa na wu a say nipa no ye bisawo what you say bibia kire say MPP for na ye nhyehyɛ ye de agu akwam ahye Akosombo said de be ya Ghana for better ke NDC aban say NDC aban wo power bia na Dumsor ababe be atamfo nyanyame His Excellency John Dramani Mahama adwuma no wote ase wa ye pipen na ono no kan wo be ye kan say oba Dumsor will be a thing of the past and he's working on it to get Dumsor being a thing of the past.
That's right.
Share wo mo share Akosombo within the shortest possible time. Now, as I say, energy minister, lifting and transformers in the just to go there. Now, with my dear Chris, I am in one. And man, confirm me, say MPP for your bayful. Obadiah say micro minority for they are calling for the removal of the energy minister.
They say agro minister.
I mean, that is the right word for them. The words for them.
Agro minister.
In what capacity? Sir, I don't know why. Someone kasama kwasi ade no now no try to get solution to resolve the problem no ye nyini fi ho say denti.
Well said. Beautiful analysis. This is somebody who has a PhD, so she knows how to write chapter 1 all the way to chapter 2, and she knows how to back everything with evidence. Congratulations. This is Dr. Mary Ewusi, the boss of the Ghana Free Zones. This is the woman. Now, for the benefit of our non-account speaking family, she said, I finger the NPP in the burning or the arson done to that master control room in Akosombo. Why? Because from when the president, John Dramani Mahama, got into power, they told Ghanaians that within 2 weeks, Dumsor was going to return. And they knew exactly what they had done. And when they were pushed to explain, what did they say? We don't have enough oil to run the turbines. And what we have here will run the country for just 2 weeks. After that, this government will be tagged with Dumsor one more time. But the president was able to pull the plug on them and make sure that we continue to have power. Now, according to the woman here, they are so frustrated, they still want to tag this government a Dumsor government. So they went ahead to set the place on fire. And the host of the show, Nana Otu Dako, also said, yes, on authority. I also know a certain man in the Ashanti area who intentionally was engaging the nation in, power shedding, or what we call load shedding, when he was not officially asked to do that. What does it mean? He would intentionally put power off in some areas and then look around, come and put power off here just to sabotage the government in power. And this person has been fingered and removed from amongst the workers of Gridco and beyond. My brother, my sister, could this be true? No! Dash! Watch this. Now the president himself, and this is the sweetest part of the whole thing, has come to tell us that, having journeyed around Akosombo and beyond, George with the energy minister and beyond, recently he was in Korea and he was actually looking at the possibility of having the Koreans partner with us to be able to turn this country into another miracle. Oh my God, power-wise and beyond. Industrialization. The president has told us that Dumsor is over. My brother, my sister, he spoke and told the whole country that all the transformers that got bent have been restored. And that now load shedding, which was done for just about 2 weeks, is over. How did the president put it? Watch this.
I know many of you are concerned about the disruptions to the electricity supply caused by the Akosombo fire. But I want to share the good news that the Gridco and VRA engineers working together have been able to bypass the burnt-out control room and have restarted all the 6 turbines at the Akosombo generating station. And so as of last night, the Akosombo hydroelectric dam is fully operational. I wish to use this occasion to celebrate the engineers of Gridco and VRA for the hard work and ingenuity they put into restoring the hydro plant to full operation. These engineers are a living testament to the fact that Ghanaian workers are the nation's most valuable asset. Gridco and Valco, are you here? Gridco and Valco workers, are you here? Aiko.
Did you hear that? Listen, this is a communicator. He keeps praising the workers of Gridco and VRA. This is a president who gives everybody their flowers. Have you observed that? Unlike the other dwarfs, evil dwarfs, who were going round commanding chiefs and kings to stand up and spread red carpets in front of them with palm fronds like Jesus did when he entered his home city. So he could step on those palm fronds and walk around. If he had his own way, he would even be carried in a palanquin whilst he danced adwa. My brother, my sister, Mr. President gave the flowers to Gridco and also to the VRA. He paused to ask them to stand up at the Jackson Park right there in Koforidua so that they will take their flowers again and again. Now, when you applaud your workers, when you applaud your support staff, you give them the impetus to work. You are encouraging them to work. It's very good to tell your workers that they are the backbone of the success. It is only a silly worker who will put it in his head and make it look like when they are not there, work cannot happen. A wise worker understands that you are only trying to say thank you for all the good things you have done. Because of you, I'm not in disgrace. Therefore, do more. This is what the president is doing. It's not to make their head so sweet like we say in Ghana. My brother, my sister, and you know what else he said? And you heard him say that. He said, you are the most invaluable workers we have in Ghana. Dumsor is over. Akosombo is fully operational. All 6 transformers have been brought back and the work is on. So comfortably, we can look at this thing and applaud and say that Ghana is on its footing again. Look how swiftly they have been able to deal with that. The whole master control room went up in flames. Transformers controlling the whole Ghana went up in flames. And in less than 14 days, all have been brought back and power has been restored. And Mr. President says that Dumsor will not be part of me. Never again. Is the Black Pot, aka Kokoshownamo. And here we speak truth to power. We want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you, Mr. President. We appreciate you, VRA and GRIDCO. And we appreciate the people of Ghana for their patience and for the propagandists. For those who said that it will never happen, the naysayers, we need you sometimes to be able to ginger us on to excellence. And this is where we are right now.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.